We are trackside on this Monday afternoon in the small village of Shinny, just on the outskirts of West Monroe, Louisiana. It's yet another hot one out here, but today has something worth battling the heat for. In the week prior, CPKC's track evaluation train was spotted heading to Mississippi. Unfortunately, we would miss it, but the nice thing about the speedway is if something comes through here, there is a solid chance it'll come right back. That was exactly the case with our inspection train, as we got heads up that it was working its way back westbound to Bossier City. While I'm sure our viewers that live up in CP territory are used to this sight, this is only the second time since the formation of the railway that it would traverse across the Vicksburg Subdivision, so we had to jump on the opportunity to catch a glimpse and chase the train for 80 plus miles. Since the TEC train had already came through, it would be taking several of the sidings along the route since the main line was already scanned the week prior. We see this occur in Calhoun, where dispatch has lined the train to pass right through the siding without stopping. We leapfrog ahead of the train at the milepost 110 in Simsboro. The evaluation train would stick on the main line this go-around. At the crossover, the signals on the right guard the main line, while the left ones guard the siding. Dispatch has ordered our train to hold on the west end of the siding to meet a pair of eastbounds, which already has a steady yellow indication. Leading the charge is rebuild Jeep number 2227. From research I've done, this motor seems to be the dedicated leader of the TEC train. 2227 is one of 130 locomotives titled as GP20C-Ecos. These were rebuilt from a variety of first-gen GP9 locomotives on the Canadian Pacific roster. These feature several new components on the interior and exterior, such as computer systems, newer prime movers, modern computer systems, new cabs that are deemed much safer, new fuel tanks, and more. The original GP9s achieve 1750 horsepower, while the rebuilds can reach 2000 while also having a 15% reduction in fuel usage. About 3 miles to the west at the end of the siding, the engineer has stopped the TEC train in the shade to await our pair of eastbounds. The first of the two is the Monroe Local, which has just finished serving the Weyerhaeuser OSB plant just a few miles down the line. A trio of Southern Bell 4-axles leads the charge back to home base in Monroe. Since the Monroe local has to obstruct the main line while serving Weyerhaeuser, a road train manifest M266 had to wait for it to wrap up and then follow the train into Simsboro. Another Canadian rebuild is on the point of this Mississippi-bound mixed freight, but this time it's a much larger road engine classified as a SD70 ACU. Before 266 was clear, I made a move to Arcadia to catch the tech train racing through the curve just before downtown. The contest is made up of 3 bright red passenger cars, the first being a sleeper, the second being a power car, and finally the third being the geometry car. The geometry car has several infrared lasers and scanning technology to monitor the condition of rail that can't be seen by the naked eye. This technology can find tiny defects that could be located deep within the steel. Here we catch the 2227 racing by the Bienville Lumber Company's massive sawmill in Ada. While the sun position was slightly to our disadvantage, we still opted to snag footage of the tech train racing over the Bayou Dorcheat Bridge. At this point, the crew had become amused at these 2 guys with nothing better to do, and decided to give us the classic shave and a haircut during the roll-by. In Bossier City, the day is almost done for the tech train, as it will be tying down in the small yard here. The signal indicates that they are cleared to cross over the diamond shared with Union Pacific. As the train approaches, a homeless man figured that it would take a really long time if he waited for this train, so he just decided to walk on in front of it. This is where we'd call it a day, and the engineer would wave his hat to say farewell. I really hope that you've enjoyed our over 80-mile chase of CPKC's tech train. I gotta say, since the merger, it's been a nice change of pace seeing some of Canadian Pacific's unique equipment on the former KCS. And I'm sure the rail fans up north are enjoying the KCS power as well. Please consider leaving a like down below if you enjoyed what you saw. And for the new viewers, consider subscribing if you haven't already. Until the next time, my friends, I'll be seeing you somewhere out there along the rails. And as always, thanks for watching.